This review will be part of the Tribute and Benefit Concerts Review Series playlist. Good morning, everybody. We're going to start the week of reviews with another installment of the Tribute and Benefit Concerts playlist. At long last, we are going to review Chuck Berry's 60th birthday concert, Hit Hair Rock and Roll, which was directed by Taylor Hackford and theatrically released in 1987. As I said, this is a birthday concert that was shot at the Fox Theater in St. Louis, Missouri, to commemorate Chuck's 60th birthday. And the band for this show was a band of all-stars, including Keith Richards, who served as the musical director, Steve Jordan on drums, Bobby Keys and Chuck's old piano player, Johnny Johnson on keyboards, and many, many more. And the guests that were on hand to participate in this show were Linda Ronstadt, Robert Cray, Eric Clapton, Etta James, and many, many more. As I said, this was directed by Taylor Hackford, and along with the concert footage, there is a wealth of rehearsal and behind-the-scenes rehearsal and interview footage. The rehearsal footage took place at Chuck's house in St. Louis, known as Berry Park. And, Chuck was very well known for being kind of mercurial and hard to get along with. And there are several, there is one portion of the movie where Chuck and Keith Richards kind of get into an argument over a song, and so Chuck was very well known for being rather moody at times, and he was also very well known for being very moody about getting paid on time. As evidence of that, there is a scene in the bonus features of the movie where they are waiting for Chuck to arrive, and he won't arrive because they haven't paid him, and he is holding up the chute. And during the interview footage, also there is one point in the interviews where a sensitive part of Chuck's career or life is being brought up, and Chuck kind of shuts the interview down and refuses to talk about that. And something that I really, really like in the movie is there is a portion of the interviews with Little Richard and Bo Diddley and Chuck talking about, coming up as artists in the 50s, and it's just really cool. And I have the 4-disc version of the deluxe 4-disc version of the DVD, and the other 3 discs are bonus features. and as part of these bonus features also, there is an interview with Chuck and Robbie Robinson of the band, who was supposed to be the musical director, but he had to pull out for some reason, and so that's why Keith Richards was brought on. But anyway, during this interview, Robbie and Chuck are going through Chuck's scrapbook, so it's kind of cool to see old pictures and memorabilia. And speaking of old stuff, during the movie also, toward at the very beginning of the movie, there is a portion of the movie shot in this old club where Chuck got his start as a musician, and he plays a set in this old club. And some of my favorite musical performances include Rock and Roll Music by Chuck and Etta James, which, by the way, we did a review of some time ago, and I will be putting a link up in the cards to that review so you can check it out. And Julian Lennon and Chuck doing Johnny B. Good. There is a old country song that Chuck and Eric Clapton rehearse, but they don't do it live, which I can't remember the name of. And one sweet moment in the movie is one of my favorite moments in the movie is after Chuck and Julian's version of Johnny B. Good. Chuck tells Julian to tell his dad, John Lennon, hello, and because I guess Chuck and John were kind of close, and what I think Chuck means is to tell John hello the next time Julian visits his burial site, because as we know, John was murdered in 1980. And one more thing, at the beginning of the movie, the movie starts with interviews with the Everly Brothers, Bruce Springsteen, and Jerry Lee Lewis, kind of, giving their memories of Chuck. And I believe at some points during the bonus features on one of the discs, I believe they have the uncut versions of those interviews along with the uncut version of the interview between Bo Diddley, Chuck, and Little Richard. And so I hope you enjoy this. The DVD release date of the film is unknown.